Hey guys, today I want to do a base chat, talk about the bases. The United States just gave about $70 million to the Philippines to upgrade some of their buildings and bases and some other stuff, and they also opened up some more bases for the U.S. to use. Now I've heard rumblings about this for a while, but a lot of people are chatting about Subic a little bit. And I haven't seen anything rock solid about Subic, although I see these YouTube videos, which I've seen for the past probably 5 years, that people keep talking about them opening up Subic again. I seriously doubt that they will ever put a U.S. base here that's under U.S. total control here again. Could it happen? Yes, it could. Okay, I hope it does happen. Do I think that there is going to be some sort of base for the U.S. to be able to use in the Philippines? Yes, I do. Do I think it's going to be in Subic? Yes. I think that there's going to be something happening in Subic soon. I didn't notice what 5 bases that they opened up here. I'm not sure if Subic was even mentioned on that list. But I do know that because of the way things are written here and their laws and everything, unless they change that, unless the current president changes that, I don't see them ever putting U.S. bases in here per se. They'll always be shared bases. Does that mean we can come in here and put up a PX and start keeping our military here on a permanent basis? Yes, it does. Conditionally, I'm sure, with the president's blessing or whatever, and the military's blessing, it could happen here. I do see a lot of movement here. And one of the things that the president said here was that he was going to drill here. Whether or not he had a deal with China or not, he was going to start drilling in the South China Sea. That's very interesting to say that, because that means he's going to do what is rightfully this country's to do, to go out there and drill, because some of that does belong to the Philippines. It belongs so far out. And of course, China says, no, you can't do this here. And China kind of bullies them back and forth. But I don't want to get too much into politics here, because it's not my place to talk politics, and they don't like you talking politics in this country. But I'm just kind of giving you the news. But anyway, I think that there's changes here, and I have seen a lot of good from what I expected here during the elections. I've seen a really good swing here to good things. I've seen a lot of movement with the United States more than I have with China, and I'm really proud to be a resident here in the Philippines right now, because I really like the way things are going here, and I'm kind of happy about that. Would I say I'm 100% happy? No, but I like the way I see things going here, opening up to the U.S. military a little bit more. And it makes me feel safer here as a retiree and a resident here in the Philippines, as a permanent resident here too. And it makes me feel more comfortable living here, knowing that the U.S. presence here, and if the U.S. is willing to come in here if something ever happens, God forbid, that we will be protected, and we'll be safe here. Because there's a lot of expats here. There's a lot of retirees here. There's a lot of U.S. residents, U.K. residents, Australian residents here. And, we need to feel safe here too, and also the Filipinos. The Filipinos have been friends with the U.S. and the U.K. and Australia for decades, and we need to keep that going. We need to protect this country. But I do feel like there's a lot of movement for the good here, and I think we're going to be okay. I know a lot of people were worried in the beginning. I honestly believe there's a lot of good change going on that I see, and the Filipinos in a recent poll said that they're happy with their government, and sometimes they're not. And I don't want to talk too much about, like I said, about politics. I'm trying to, not get into names or anything like that. I just want to say that the Filipinos are happy, with the current residents in the palace, and they're happy with the way everything is going. Is everybody happy? I'm sure they're not, but I think a lot of the expats here, from people I've talked to, said that they weren't sure the way things were going to go at first, and now they're very happy. And that goes the same with me. And I'm not sure how you guys feel. You can put your comments out there if you want in the comment section, but I feel that the movement is definitely a good change. I think it's heading in the right direction. I think the United States is heading in the right direction over here with what they're doing over here. They're setting themselves up in a good way over here to stop any issues that might arise from China. And I think that's what they need in this area right now. They need a lot of, showing U.S. power over here, and that we're not going to take this. We're not going to sit by and idly let China bully any of our friends and allies, and that's huge. But anyway, guys, I just want to chat about that a little bit. And you kind of have to, when you talk about stuff like this, you kind of have to dance around things a little bit, and it's just part of being a YouTube vlogger, I guess. And when you're living in a country, you kind of have to be careful what you talk about. But I'm very proud that I live in this country. I'm very proud of the government here. I'm very proud that things are getting better. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I hope you enjoyed today's chat. God bless, guys.